Most people make the same big mistake when washing and storing strawberries and blueberries, and that is exactly why they spoil so quickly. Hello, I'm Tracy. Have you ever opened your refrigerator and found that those fresh, delicious strawberries and blueberries had turned moldy just a few days after you bought them? That's because you didn't know the proper way to prepare and store them. So today, I'll show you the right way to wash and store strawberries and blueberries so they stay fresh longer and taste better. Before talking about how to store strawberries or blueberries, it's important to understand why berries spoil so easily. And the main reason is bacteria and microscopic mold spores. From the moment berries are picked, tiny, invisible spores are already clinging to their delicate skins. You can't see them, and you can't avoid them. When these berries are stored incorrectly in the refrigerator with even a little moisture, those spores begin to multiply very quickly. That's why strawberries or blueberries often turn moldy after just a few days. So now, you need to fix this problem and stop bacteria and mold as early as possible. Ideally, right after you bring the berries home, by using a mild acidic solution with vinegar. To prepare this solution, get 2 large bowls suitable for soaking strawberries and blueberries. Then mix 3 parts cold water with 1 part white vinegar in each bowl and stir well. This exact ratio is very important. It lowers the pH just enough to kill harmful bacteria and microscopic mold spores on the surface of the berries, without damaging their delicate skins. The acidity works quietly in the background, preventing spoilage before it has a chance to start. Once the vinegar solution is prepared, carefully add the strawberries and blueberries one by one into each bowl, making sure not to put too many berries in at the same time. Adding too many at once can cause bruising, especially with delicate berries. Give them enough space so the solution can reach all surfaces evenly. Soaking time is very important. Set a timer for exactly 2 minutes for each type. Less than 2 minutes will not be enough to fully remove bacteria and mold spores. However, soaking for longer than 2 minutes can start to affect the texture and flavor, causing the strawberries and blueberries to develop a slight vinegar taste. Once the soaking time is up, carefully lift the strawberries and blueberries into a colander and rinse them thoroughly under cold running water. You need to wash away all traces of vinegar so there is no sour smell or taste left on the fruit. This thorough rinsing ensures your berries stay fresh, clean, and free from any tangy flavor. While rinsing, gently move the berries around with your hands so the water reaches all sides. There's no need to scrub or rub them hard. Just let the cool water do the cleaning. When rinsed properly, your berries will smell fresh and natural, just like when you first bought them. I'm really happy to have you with me in today's video. Let me know, which country are you watching from? What fruit is your country famous for? Please share with me in the comments below. Now, let's move on to the next step, which is drying them thoroughly. This step is more important than anything else, because leftover moisture is the main reason berries turn moldy again. Even a small amount of water can create the perfect environment for mold to grow. Start by placing a layer of dry paper towels on the counter to absorb moisture from underneath. Then gently place the strawberries and blueberries on top so the paper towels can absorb the water on the fruit. Next, use another paper towel to gently blot around the stems and the surface of each berry, working from strawberries to blueberries. Do not rub or press hard. These berries are very juicy and bruise easily, and rubbing can cause them to break down. Simply absorbing surface moisture already determines half the success of proper storage. After blotting away the excess water, let the berries air dry for a few more minutes. This allows any hidden moisture inside to evaporate naturally. When both berries are completely dry, you can move on to storing them. First, for strawberries. They need a dry, protected environment to stay fresh. Instead of putting them back into the original plastic container, choose a clean, airtight container. A glass jar or a good quality food storage container works very well. Line the bottom of the container with a layer of clean paper towels. This paper towel layer helps absorb moisture and catches any small drops of water that may appear later. Gently place the strawberries inside, making sure they are not crowded or packed too tightly. Once the container is full, place another layer of paper towel over the strawberries before closing the lid. This extra layer helps protect the fruit and keeps the inside environment dry. Seal the lid tightly and store the container in the refrigerator. The combination of completely dry strawberries, paper towel lining, airtight storage, and cold temperature helps slow down spoilage. When stored this way, strawberries can stay fresh longer, remain firm, clean, and ready to enjoy whenever you need them. Next, let's move on to storing blueberries. Blueberries are a bit easier to store because they have thicker skins, which makes them less prone to damage than strawberries. Of course, they still need the right environment to stay fresh for as long as possible. You have more options when it comes to storage. You can place them back into their original breathable container or transfer them to a glass jar. The key thing to remember is ventilation. Unlike strawberries, blueberries do not like to be sealed tightly. If you use a glass jar, place the blueberries inside and leave the lid slightly open. This small opening allows excess moisture to escape and helps prevent condensation from forming inside the container. Trapped moisture can cause mold, even on blueberries. Store the container in the refrigerator and always make sure the blueberries stay dry and well ventilated. With this method, blueberries can stay fresh, crisp, and flavorful for a much longer time without spoiling quickly. That's the correct way to wash and store strawberries and blueberries. A few important things you need to remember are never skip the rinsing step after the vinegar soak. Leaving vinegar residue on the berries can affect both the smell and the taste. A thorough rinse is essential. Second, never store berries while they are still wet. Even a small amount of moisture creates the perfect environment for mold to grow. Finally, avoid rubbing or scrubbing berries when drying them, especially soft ones like strawberries. Rough handling can bruise the fruit and speed up spoilage. And with just that, you can keep your strawberries and blueberries fresh longer and tasting better. That brings today's video to an end. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with anyone who loves berries, and subscribe to the channel for more practical, healthy cooking tips. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.